the Dallas Mavericks have gone down 2-0 to the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. They've handled their business at home, and now it's up to the Dallas Mavericks to win this Game 3 because, if they win this Game 3, you could pretty much say it's over. So this next Game 3 is the winner-go-home game pretty much before the actual winner-go-home game. But yeah, we'll see what happens. There's a couple things from the Dallas side that I feel like if they were playing kind of like how they were, in the past series before the Celtics, I feel like they could have won either Game 1 or Game 2. I would say probably more Game 2 because they had it there for them. The Boston Celtics were struggling from three a little bit games, or the first two games, I guess I should say. The Dallas Mavericks were not able to shoot at all from three, and Kyrie Irving did not show up at all. I don't know if the Boston crowd got into his head at all, which I doubt it. But you could definitely tell it was just all Luka, and in a series like this, you're gonna need your best players to show up, and Kyrie Irving has not showed up the first two games. And on Boston's end, Jayson Tatum hasn't done anything crazy. Jaylen Brown had a pretty good Game 1 with 22 points, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. But it was more the Porzingis show. Porzingis literally shocked everyone Game 1 when he came into the first quarter, and he was just their spark, I guess you could say, off the bench, because he technically came off the bench. But yeah, whenever he came into the game, that's when everything blew open for the Boston Celtics. And then there was a time when the score was like 58-29, and the Dallas Mavericks did a really good job at chipping it away and getting back the game with an 8. But then they just could not hold on long enough because, you put in so much energy just trying to get back within 10 that, it's kind of hard to get over that edge. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it has to do with the role players for the Mavs. I feel like, like the players like PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, Derek Jones, and especially Derek Lively, their 20-year-old center. He's definitely played like a 20-year-old in these finals. You could tell he's a rookie. You could tell he's really young, and he has a lot of stuff to learn still. He's had a really rough first two games. He got fouled out, or at least maybe not fouled out, but he had five fouls in Game 1, and then in Game 2, he had 2 points again. Only played 19 minutes. It's just the matchup is really, really hard because, you have two great guards in Kyrie and Luka, obviously. And to go up against, I guess you could call it Boston's big two, if you want to call Tatum and Brown their best two. So if you're just going head and head at that, yes, that's fine. They'll cancel each other out. But it's up to those players around them to pick it up. So like the PJ Washingtons, the Derek Lively's, the Derek Jones Jr.'s, the Jaden Hardy's, it's ultimately down to the role players. Yesterday, Jayson Tatum he played a good game, but he shot very poorly from the field. Only had 18 points, but Jrue Holiday showed up with 26 big points, and Derek White had 18 points as well. Boston just has a much more complete team, and that was, that's kind of what was expected of the Celtics coming into this, because they are definitely the better team. They're supposed to win this series, but I was kind of hoping that the Mavs would show a little bit more fight as a team. Luka's done a great job, but yeah, truly it's just down to seeing what Kyrie Irving can do, because when Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are playing well, I think the Mavs can be really good. And they also just need to be shooting the ball better. 25% from 3 in Game 1, and then in Game 2 they shot 23% from 3. So hitting 13 threes between 2 games is not gonna cut it in today's game. they shot a better percentage from the field against Boston. They kept it close against Boston. Boston only hit 10 threes too, so like this was a game they could have possibly won. But missing out on 4 threes is gonna kind of be the difference if you lose by 7. So it's ultimately just trying to get Boston off the 3-point line, because they've been getting 3-point attempts at will. And at the same time, there needs to be some form of perimeter, like interior presence, because even when Boston does attack the rim, there hasn't been too much of a interior presence. Daniel Gafford, obviously, great interior presence, but when Maxi Kleber's on the court and Daniel Gafford's out and guarding, Kristap or someone out on the perimeter, because they got to play 5 out at some times whenever you got Porzingis out there. If you got Maxi Kleber trying to block, like they're kind of limited on options defensively. Whereas the Celtics, it feels like almost any of them could guard anyone. Tatum could guard up pretty well. Jrue Holiday, although he is a guard, he could put some good work on the floor. Derek White, he's gonna cause some pain. Even Al Horford, like he's when he wants to turn it on, he can definitely turn it on. So Boston is looking like they got full control of the series right now. What I'm hoping and what I kind of believe probably is going to happen is that Dallas will win Game 3. I hope that Kyrie can get it together, and the role players always tend to play better at home, and I believe this Dallas Mavericks are going to shoot better this game. I don't think they're going to shoot, only 6 or 7 threes. If they could get a healthy diet of making at least 15 threes, I think they're in good shape. They just got to do a good job at preventing Boston from just doing all shooting 40 plus threes, but that's kind of their bread and butter. So they kind of live or die by the 3. So if you can prevent them from if you could take away those shots and you can hit more of your shots, I think they'll be in a good position. But yeah, it's just I was really hoping to see at least a win from the Dallas Mavericks, because it kind of sucks to see them down 2-0. But it's a long series, and they never called a real series until the road team wins. So Boston handled their business. It's now up to the Mavericks to handle their business at home, and we'll see what happens. Comment down below your guys' predictions and how you guys have been feeling about these NBA Finals. I think it's been pretty entertaining. It's been a couple crazy moments, especially in Game 1. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, comment down below you guys' predictions for the next game, and I'll see you guys next time.